Yo, 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 what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another exciting edition to the Roundtable podcast. It's your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined here by Tony DeBurn. Tony,
What's going on?
it's another day. It is another day here at the Roundtable podcast, and things are getting really exciting here.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're also on Facebook Live right now, but we're on Anchor at the Roundtable Podcast. You can like, click, and subscribe. You can also go to Spotify. You can go to Breaker. You can go to Radio Public. You can go to Google Play, and you can listen to us while watching us on the Roundtable Podcast every week. Man, we are all over the place, Tony.
Unlimited choices, unlimited mediums. Looks like we got Shane in the chat as always. How we doing, Shane?
As always, Shane's in the house. But look, let's talk about some things, man.
Yes.
In case you guys didn't know, on Monday, myself and our newest co-host, Adam Woods, from the MMA side of the Roundtable podcast, we shot a special edition of the Roundtable podcast. And what I did there was I retired the AIWF American Heavyweight Championship. What that means is this: that title is now defunct. That title is done. It is gone. Dunsky. Gone. Yeah. I retired that title for two reasons. One, because I wasn't going to screw the fans and make the fans feel very unappreciative. I didn't want them to feel stupid and look stupid because the promoter of the AIWF wanted me to do a phantom title change.
Phantom title change.
What in the actual fuck is a phantom title change?
Rio de Janeiro, Pat Patterson.
Exactly. The Montreal screw job, the Mandan screw job. It wasn't going to go down with me as the champion. So I literally took the title and I said, this belt right here, after me defending it for damn near 790 days, 101 championship title defenses and no losses. You know what I decided to do? I decided to take that belt and put it on the shelf. You see that behind me right there? It's down there. That's right. It's on the shelf. It is never leaving the fucking trophy case because I respect the business and I respect the people that came before me and I respect the championship. And there's no way I'm going to screw fans and make them look stupid. I'm not going to treat them like they're idiots. They understand professional wrestling. They understand it's a business. I'd rather make $400 in one place and $400 in one place and not have to pay to go wrestle somewhere like Kevin Phoenix or, wrestle for $20. That shit ain't gonna fucking happen. No. I'm a champion. I'm a professional. And just like Gino Rivera, my boy, just like him, he goes out, he defends his titles, he makes it mean something. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get Gino Rivera on the show tonight just because that's my man right there. I'm gonna get him on the show tonight. So look, this is what I'm gonna do. Tony?
Yep.
We got a commercial break coming up?
As a matter of fact, we do.
Let's get to a commercial break and let's see if we can get Gino on the show.
Sounds good. Drive me insane. All these girls are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these girls are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. All these girls.
Want to get your hair cut? You go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Man, great futures do start right there at the Boys and Girls Club. And I'm gonna tell you, I got a fresh lineup the other night, man. I was over at Big D's Barbershop and they cut you up right.
Yeah, I can see, and I swear that ad block is just getting longer and longer with the more sponsors that are coming on board.
But I love it. I love it. That means we're actually doing the shit. We're doing the right thing. People are coming aboard. People are running on. I just saw this real funny message. People are coming aboard, man. They're joining the podcast. They know that right now, all these social media networks that we're on, everyone wants to be a part of the podcast. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Professional wrestling, as it is today, needs hungry, young and up and coming individuals, people that want to fight for their spot, people that want to make the best of their spot. And today on the Roundtable podcast, we have several people that are going to come on and talk to us about it. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Frank Sinatra of the Spanish Mafia. That's my boy right there. Okay. My boy, Gino Rivera, is on the line right now. Gino, welcome to the Roundtable.
What's good, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Alrighty,
Absolutely.
alrighty. What is good, y'all? What is good? What's going on?
Let's talk, man. We shot a little interview, you and I, a couple of weeks ago, man. And
Yeah.
it was putting you over pretty big. And speaking of putting you over pretty big, we got Joey Kaos coming on the show tonight. So I kind of wanted to bring in one of his star people. Yeah, I didn't want to drop that until his class was over at 8:20, so he'll be here at 8:30. So I just want to bring you on the podcast, man, because I'm really impressed by your work, man. And the people who watch the interview, they listen to it on Spotify. They know the name, but they don't know the man behind the name. And Gino, this is my boy Tony DeBurn right here. Tony, that's Gino right there.
Pleasure to meet you.
So let's talk about you, Gino. Tell these people, lace these people on who Gino Rivera is.
Man, Gino Rivera is a loudmouth Puerto Rican, a typical Puerto Rican that just don't know when to shut the F up, man. I'm very open, blunt, honest, and like a lot of my other Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, man, we talk a lot and we back it up at the same time, and that's Gino Rivera. I'm that guy that's gonna poke fun at you. You know what I mean? I got a couple of matches with a few old timers, Navajo Warrior in general. You know what I mean?
I knew you were
Another friend of the
If
show.
there's one thing, people can't stand is that loud mouth that's just talking all that mess, talking all that trash, and you just want to say, shut the hell up. But you know what? A lot of these guys won't do that, and they can't do that. Even if they try to, they still can't. You know what I mean? So that's who Gino Rivera is, man. And I've been going 12 years strong, doing the same thing, and I'm obviously still here, so it's working.
So you got a big match coming up with Gino, right? I mean, with Steve, right?
Yeah, it's to me, it's another match, it's another day. I ain't to everybody else. To everybody else, it's a big match. To me, it's just another day. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna lay some hands on him like a stepchild.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna chop the hell out of him. You know what I mean? I'm disrespectful. I come into people's home. I come into people's promotion. I come into people's locker rooms and I disrespect and violate. Ain't nobody do nothing about it because I'm gonna keep coming. And I'm coming up to Nav. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's like, "Oh man, Nav. I'm Gino. Aren't you afraid of Nav?" And man, Nav's got a lot of supporters and backers. I ain't worried about a damn thing. I'm Gino Rivera. You know what I mean? I'm that young punk. You're gonna have to kill me to get me out of this game. You're gonna have to really kill me to hurt me. You know what I mean? Because if you beat me, Nav, I'm still coming after you. I'm still gonna come at you. You know what I mean? There's nothing he can do to hurt me. Nothing he can say to hurt me. Nobody he knows that can hurt me. I'm coming in there and I'm gonna whip his butt and let's call it 7 minutes, 5 minutes. That's all I need. And I'm gonna walk out of there.
He's putting a time limit on it, man.
I'm putting a time limit, man.
He's Babe Ruth over here, man.
The first minute, I'm gonna walk around the ring. You know what I mean? The second minute, I'm gonna just, probably tie my shoe, polish my boots, and all that.
Man.
Third minute, I'm gonna tie my wrist tape. Fourth minute, I'm gonna untie my wrist tape. The fifth minute, I'm gonna hop on in. Sixth minute, I'll be like, no, wait, hold on, I need a lunch break. Give me some water. The sixth minute, I'm gonna come in, tie up, boom, schoolboy, over. 7 minutes, over, done. That's what I'm gonna do to him.
Man.
I ain't afraid of Nav. Nav is afraid of me.
And everything.
Nav is afraid of me. You hear me? You hear that boy? He's not even talking. He ain't cutting no promos. He ain't doing nothing. He's posting pictures. You know what I mean? He's playing with some gym rats in the desert somewhere. You know what I'm doing? I'm traveling. I'm working on my craft. I ain't worried about him. I beat people bigger than him. You know what I mean?
Man.
So 7 minutes. You mark my words. No chops on my chest. No one's ripping on my chest.
Man, Gino calls a spot, man. Says he'll beat Nav in 7 minutes.
7 minutes. You know what? No. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna beat him in 6. Just because you said 7. I'm mad.
Oh no. He said 6 minutes. Man,
I'm mad. You said 7. I said
kinds
6
of tea
now.
being spilled today. Man, it's like Boston up in here, man. It's a tea party.
He ain't said a word. He ain't said a word for 4 months. I got that boy shaking in his feathers. You hear me?
Man,
I got him shaking in his feathers. What does that headline say? Nav will beat him in 6? Nah, I'm gonna beat him in 5 now.
5 minutes.
Just because you posted that. Man, tell Nav quit playing with me.
Oh my God.
About me. He knows where I come from. He knows where I trained, who trained me.
Said 5 minutes, bro. 5 minutes.
Now you guys keep talking time. I'm gonna just keep lowering the minutes.
Look, this what I'm gonna do, man. Look. This is crazy. Gino's a beast, bro. Like Shane said it right here. Gino ain't playing around.
I'm not playing around. Like, I speak my mind and I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And if it's coming from my mouth, I meant it. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, they do a lot of this, right? They do a lot of this. And then when they get in the locker room, it's a lot of how you doing handshakes, right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Me, I'm going to do a lot of this. I'm going to do a lot of this. I'm going to do a lot of this. And then I'm going to come up to you and I'm going to do a lot of this and say, I'm going to beat you in 4 minutes now.
Wow, look. So what my boy is saying right here live on the podcast, in case you can't see it, you're just listening to the podcast. Gino is he's up in the screen.
Oh yeah.
And he is saying this. He is saying in 4 minutes.
See this?
He's got to watch out.
This is a $350 diesel watch. Something Nav can't afford right now, even with the type of job he's got right now. This is a $350 watch right now that I just threw on my table. I'm willing to put that on everything I said tonight. I'm gonna walk out a winner. I'm gonna walk out laying Nav flat on his back. You know why? Because let me tell you why. Nav, he's training to lift weights. He ain't training to wrestle. I'm a wrestler. You hear me? We ain't in the gym. We ain't seeing how many reps we can do. It's who's gonna beat who. And Nav, he wrestles, he wrestles bigger guys and stuff, slower guys. He ain't never met anybody with my caliber, my speed. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't mess with me. So I'm willing to put this little chump change watch for me. That's something big for him. I'm willing to look. If I lose, this is somebody's. Bet.
Oh, man, look. We need to go to
commercial. Put the house on the line too.
Oh,
you want me to put the house on the line? Oh my God!
He's putting the real estate on the line.
That's how confident I am, my man.
Damn.
That's how confident I am.
That is
worried about
me. What are we gonna do?
Worried about me. That is worried about me. Y'all better get a commercial break, man, because I'm.
We're gonna do a commercial break real quick. This is lit. Drive me insane. I'll be cruised on lane. I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. I'll be cruised on lane. I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. You want to get your hair cut? You go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. And look, I'm just going to say this. While we're at commercial break, I called Navajo. I called Nav. I sent him a text. I sent him a tweet. I sent him a Facebook message. And I said, Gino has called his spot. He's going to beat you in 4 minutes, not 5, 4 minutes.
Man, stop. Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you. Look at this. You see this? You see what I'm watching? You know who that is? You know who that is?
That's Owen Hart right there.
Do you know who that is?
Who is that?
That's Sean Dakota. That's Navajo Warrior. You hear me? I ain't worried about this boy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at how miserable he looks right there. That boy don't even know where he's at right now.
For the
Look
occasion,
this is if it was me in there with, hey, hold on. If it was me in there with Yokozuna, 2 minutes, done, tops, easy. Look at him. Look at him. Hold on. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Watch this. Oh, bye-bye, Nav. You dead. The same way he's laying on his back is the same way he's going to lay on his back for me. I'm the Yokozuna to you, Nav. You hear me? The same way that you was scared and shaking in your boots, I'm Yokozuna to you, Nav. The same way when they told you backstage, hey, you can have a match with Yokozuna, and you was over there, yes, shaking in your boots, calling everybody on your little phone, tripping on your wire, talking about, I don't think I can do this, ma. Yeah, that's you. That's you, Nav. I'm the Yokozuna to you. I'm Gino Rivera. You hear what I'm saying? I ain't playing with Nav. Call it 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I hope he jump on this live. I hope he jump on this live and come and interrupt me. He got my number. You know what I mean?
Man.
He don't smoke in person. Don't want to smoke online. Don't want to smoke on the phone. He don't want it on Twitter, on Instagram. He don't want it on TikTok. He don't want it on nothing. You already know what's coming.
Definitely the tea, baby.
I've been preparing for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, y'all.
Here.
I've been preparing for 3 weeks. Getting chopped. Look at his chest. This chest.
Oh, man.
Look at this. He can't hurt me. This is a bulletproof vest. Look at this.
Man.
He can't hurt me. One of his chops tastes like candy. You hear me?
Oh my
candy.
God.
So how did this start? You know, how did this start? Like,
look, this started because this man doesn't respect me. Okay, this is a man who I've been in the locker room for some time now, since 2016, and everyone kisses this man's feet. They go up to him. Sir, can I clean your boots? Sir, can I get you a drink of water? Sir, can I fix your feathers on your head? Sir. And then when I go up to him and I say, hey, how you doing? My name's Gino. And when he does this and he looks another way, that shows what?
Well,
Disrespect.
lack of respect right there.
You don't got no respect for me, right? Because you didn't. When you shake somebody's hand, I'm from Brooklyn, and when you shake somebody's hand, you look them in the eye and say, how you doing? My name is BJ. How you doing? My name is Gino. But when you got a man, okay, and don't say you didn't see me because I was standing on the bench so you could see me. I was right in your face, and you do this, that means you don't respect me. And ever since then, I felt it. I felt that through my heart. You know what I mean? And I said, I'm gonna get even. So when we saw each other again, right? I said, how you doing? My name's Gino. He shook my hand, and you know what I did? I did the same thing he did. I said, yeah, welcome to the business, kid. You hear me? And ever since then, there's been disrespect, a disconnect, and he don't respect me. You know what I mean? Everybody respects Nav. He's a legend in the Southwest area. Well, guess what? I'm a legend now, and I'm only 32 years old. I didn't have to spend 25 years plus to become a legend and icon. I'm already something, and he can't stand that. He's trying to hold me down. He's trying to hold me back. Well, guess what? I'm not trying to take your torch, Nav. I'm trying to light a new one, and I'm gonna carry that. When I'm said and done and all, when I'm done, completely done with this business, and Nav is somewhere in an old folks' home watching matches of Gino Rivera. You know what I mean? He's gonna shake my hand and he's gonna look me in the eye, and that's what it's about. It's about respect. I'm fighting Nav. I'm trying to beat him up, and to the point where I lay him on his back, and I'm gonna stand him up. I'm gonna sit him up, right? And I'm gonna say, "Do I have your respect now?" And if he don't say, "I respect you, Gino," I'm smashing his shit. I'm kicking him right in his face, in front of his family, in front of his friends, in front of all his peers. I might have to fight the whole locker room to get out and get my bags. But you know what? I'm leaving all my bags in the car. I'm only coming in with my boots and gear. As soon as they ring that bell, I'm coming in. As soon as they ring that bell, raise my hand, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the state because I already know everybody wants to fight me in that locker room. You know, I got to dress in my car. I got so much heat. You know what I mean?
Man,
And none of these boys can fight me one on one. None of these boys can fight me one on one. You hear me? They all gotta jump me. They all gotta back their daddy up, right? Oh, this one's for Nav. This one's for Nav, right? But they can't see one on one. I'm 5'5", 160 pounds, soaking wet. And these boys, 300 pounds, 6'2", muscled up, steroid up, whatever it is, can't see me face to face. You hear me? Nav got all his dirt, his boys doing his dirty work for him. I don't got no boys. I don't got no friends. This is my friend. This is my friend. You hear me?
Man.
A battle for respect. I like it.
That's all I want. That's all I want. I want him to remember the day that he did not look at me when he shook my hand, because that was disrespectful. And now I'm here disrespecting.
This is about
I will show up to that man's house and slap him in his face, disrespect him like that.
Oh shit!
I ain't scared of him. I ain't worried about that. This ain't no promo. Man. This is me talking. This is Gino Rivera talking. I said it out of my mouth. My mouth said this. I don't respect you, Nav. I don't give a damn about where you've been, what you've done. I'm your Yokozuna. I'm going to sit on you. I'm going to pin you for that 1, 2, 3. I'm going to rip every little feather that you wear out to that ring. I'm going to hit you so hard your face paint can crack. You hear me?
Oh, my God.
Quote me. 4 minutes. Man. Quote me. 4 minutes.
Wants to see this match.
This ain't a legendary hand sign. This ain't a legendary hand sign no more. This is an iconic hand sign, because this is the day. 4 minutes. 4 minutes is I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna walk out there now. I'm gonna be like this, and he gonna think, oh, he's my horse. Nah, 4 minutes. That's what I'm gonna give him. 4 minutes.
You heard it here, folks. January 27th, 2021. Gino Rivera calls his spot, beating Navajo Warrior in 4 minutes. Now I've known Nav for close to 30 years. He's been in the business 30 years, man. He is a 30-year vet. He is like 280 pounds of rock solid muscle. Gino Rivera. What would you say? 5'5"?
I'm 5. No, I'm 5'6" now with the lifts in my boots. You hear me?
Oh, that's why he got the boots with the lifts. Okay, so he's 5'6", 160 pounds. He has definitely given up about 100 pounds in size. In about,
well, you know what? I got 100 pounds in attitude to add to that.
Ooh, see, that's the thing right there. That's why they call him the pit bull. That's why, man.
That's what I do. You know who gave me the name? Joey Kaos.
Oh,
right.
Speaking of Joey,
he had these boys. He had these boys in a gauntlet in the Santino Bros dojo, right? And he thought, oh, I'm gonna let this newbie get up on Gino. I'm gonna see what's up. Gino ran right through each and every single one of them. It's on video somewhere on YouTube where he's like, he's like a pit bull. He's a pit. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a pit bull. And ever since then, I said, yeah, that's what I am. I'm a pit bull, right? And then I started getting prettier and handsome, right? You know what I mean? Because Frank Sinatra, he was a bad man. But we all know the stories on the low.
Yeah, we know the real Frank Sinatra.
We know the real Frank Sinatra, baby. You know what I mean? He wasn't just that singer. That man was a mob. He was a boss. You hear me? And that's what I am. I'm a boss. So, I don't answer to nobody.
With that being said, do you have a clique? Like, do you have like a group of people that can watch your back in Arizona?
Nah.
I mean, because I know you run a rough shot through Arizona, you're in a rough shot through Texas, you're in a rough shot through
Colorado, Utah coming up, Florida coming up, Baltimore. Where we at?
Man doing the
Hawaii. I was just in Hawaii beating up some Samoans. I was just in Hawaii beating up some Samoans.
You did just go to Hawaii. That's right. How was the trip? Tell me about the trip. What did you do? What did you do in Hawaii?
I ate a lot of musubi, swam with the fishes, and beat up a wrestler with a coconut. You hear me? That's what I did.
Jimmy, look at his ass.
Kaimana, how's that head? How's that head, Kaimana? Right? You remember me?
Oh,
That
my boy
boy,
Kaimana.
I beat that boy up so bad. I had his last match. He don't wrestle no more.
I was in a New Japan
Kaimana,
dojo with Kaimana.
Man, I was just in his own hood, out there on his street, chopping it up with his people. He saw me, ran in the house, turned the other way. Said, "Call me when it's done." That's Kaimana. That's Kaimana right there. You hear me?
Man,
I don't care how many pineapples he can break with his hands. I got the coconut. I beat the living hell out of that Samoan, Hawaiian, whatever you want to call it. Tattoos don't scare me.
look, Tommy Seltzer has just coined the phrase that it's going to be the thing for the week. Blue Chew Stiff Match of the Year. That's right, everybody. Blue Chew.
I don't even know what that is. I know Blue Chew is. I don't know what he's talking about. What that got to do with me.
You young. You don't need Blue Chew yet, my man.
I don't need no Blue Chew. We good. I got 4 kids. I ain't need no Blue Chew. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah. We need to show this match on the show as soon as it happens.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah.
Please got to happen.
I'm gonna put it on World Star. I'm gonna put it on World Star. I'm gonna chop Navajo's chest so. Oh my God! I'm gonna rip his chest open. That they're gonna have to put this on World Star. You hear me?
He said he put it on World Star.
I'm gonna send this to TMZ, right? You guys remember Rotten.com back in the 90s? They're gonna start back up.
Yeah, I remember.
Bones. That's the first night that showed Tupac on the table. Then showed Nav on the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm saying, Hammerstone can't save him. Okay.
Oh shit.
None of his boys, R3 can't save him.
Wow.
You know, EJ Sparks can't save him. All them boys, Evan Daniels, they can't save him. I'm coming in, literally. I'm gonna be doing circles in the parking lot because I know they're about to ambush me and try to fight me. There ain't nobody trying to see me one-on-one. I'm gonna do circles in the parking lot with the finger out, like with my shirt off, like I'm Tupac. And as soon as they ring the bell and play my music, that Mark Anthony, right? I'm gonna come out, boom, 4 minutes. I'm running out, driving off. You hear me?
Boy, did you say 2 minutes now? God damn.
You know what? Hey man,
take me long enough to put my shoes
shorter.
on, man.
The time is gonna get shorter.
Ooh,
you know
man.
He's getting older. You hear me?
It may only be 2 minutes, but it's gonna feel like longer for him. You know, it's gonna feel like a fucking hour for.
Did you hear what I said? I said he's getting older. I'm getting better.
Oh.
Right?
Oh man.
He's getting older. He's close to that rocking chair, right? He's close to that.
God.
I remember the days when I used to get beat up by Yokozuna, but Gino Rivera put a hurting on me so bad. I need a cane now.
Oh,
you know
shit.
I'm getting better. I'm tired of them talking about Nav. They need to talk about me now.
Man,
I don't want to hear Nav no more.
Man. Gino, look, I've known you for a long ass time. And I'm gonna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Gino do talk a lot of shit, but he do back it up.
But I back it up. That's what everyone say. Everybody say that. You know what, man? Man, Gino Rivera, he talks a lot of shit, but when you get in that ring, man, he put the boots to me. You know what I mean? He got the hardest chops, hardest punches. Look at these hands, man. This is bone. This is nothing but bone. Barely any skin and meat on. This is bone. Okay, I got Kawada chops. You know what I mean? The Misawa chops. You hear me? I'm literally gonna chop the fucking nipples off of Nav. Mark my words. Somebody's gonna have to catch that. You hear me? They're gonna be in the crowd like this. One more time. They're gonna catch it. Oh, and there's gonna be his nipple in their hand. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk out there and say, "Who got that nipple?" Right? I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna eat it because that's how dirty I am. You hear me? He ain't gonna have no more nipple. I'm gonna eat that shit because that's how wild and dirty I fight. You hear me?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, those comments
are no marks on
Rivera's alone.
I'm gonna have no marks on me.
They do not.
I'm gonna go live. Mark my words, y'all. I'm gonna go live the next day.
We're marking your words.
After the match. There ain't gonna be one chop on this chest. Look at this, man. There ain't gonna be one chop on here. You hear me?
Man,
Girls
Gino on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Man. With that, we're gonna be right back.
Drive me insane. I'll be cruised on lane, cause I'm taking all the fun out. Drive me insane.
to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the Roundtable podcast. And on the phone, we got Joey Kaos. He's about to join us in a minute.
Very nice, very nice.
All right. Yeah, let me, you sent it to Facebook, right?
Yeah, I sent to your phone. Check your phone. We're going to get Joey Kaos on in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and talk to him while Tony talks to Gino.
Yes, sir. So you mentioned you headed out to Hawaii, and do you have any plans, any new states possibly coming up for 2021? Like I mentioned, hopefully getting you to BCW Worldwide here in the near future would definitely be very cool. But any plans as of this moment?
Yes, sir. We are in talks with a Utah date. I'm trying to lock down this Florida date and a New Jersey date. Hopefully an Indiana date against a man named Sam Knight, who's been putting his hands together a little too much online, right? He's full of prayer, but not enough action. Well, guess what? Jesus can't save you from this ass whooping you're about to get. So whenever you're ready for that, I'm going to come to Indiana, and I'm going to lay some hands on you.
What promotion in Indiana, just out of curiosity?
Say it again.
Which promotion in yes.
I'm not sure of the name, but I know it's the one that he works at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we're trying to get some things in order, but he's asked for that match, and I don't think he really wants that match. So
Contracts got to get straightened out and all that.
Of course. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't wear big watches and live in big houses for nothing. You ain't gonna go over there and pay me what BJ's worst enemy is $20. You know what I mean? You going to pay for a flight. You know what I mean?
So, ladies and gentlemen,
a good hotel. I went to Vegas and I was at the Golden Nugget. You know what I mean?
Nice.
20 floors up. You know what I mean?
So that's what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. Gino, thank you very much for joining us, my man. I'm gonna make sure we get that contract signed because we want to see this match. And ladies and gentlemen, I know you want to see this match. I want to see this match. Hell, everybody want to see this match. So Gino, you tell us, man, the day that match happens, you need to get that video footage, and we will debut it here live on the Roundtable.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna break it to you guys first. You guys will be the first one to see that man get chopped by Gino.
Exclusives. Good looking out, man. Thank you for joining us, Gino. Have a nice night.
Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was Gino Rivera. That's right, man. That kid is gonna be going far, and I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna go far. Because he had a great fucking teacher.
Yeah,
now,
he did.
Look, we all know professional wrestling schools around the country. You know, there's the Monster Factory, there's fucking, you know, in Canada, there was the Heart Dungeon. And here in California, there was the New Japan Dojo. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the school that produces more Rookie of the Years in Southern California than any wrestling school around is Santino Brothers Academy. And that's headed up by my main man right here, XPW Rock superstar, Joey Kaos. Joey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? What's up, Tony? What's up, Bad Blood?
Wonderful.
Oh, man, you know, love having you on the show, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it totally has, man. Jeez. Me and Bad Blood, we used to run together. Man, it must have been mid-90s, right?
Fuck, man, we're old.
Tell me the stories.
Oh, yeah, man.
We were talking. I had Chris Kloss on the show a while ago. We were talking about Mexico. I told him about this time that you and Lester and we went to wrestling Tecate and fucking way up in the hills in like the middle of nowhere, and we had was it Kano that was a little baby we had?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it was.
Man, that was a trip. That was
Yeah,
a
those were some good times. Like stuffed in the car. I think there must have been 6 or 7 people in a 5-person car.
Right.
Oh man, those are some
That
good
reminds
times.
me of
Man.
some road trips I've been on.
Exactly, man. I mean, you never had a cannon named at you like we did, but you know,
Yeah.
until you had a military cannon aimed at you, you ain't done shit. But Joey, man, like, how are you doing, man? Like, it's been a while since we saw you. I mean, I know what you've been doing out in California, turning out champions, man. I mean, God,
yeah, definitely trying, doing the Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy out here in Los Angeles. We in March of 2020, right? COVID, the pandemic, we've been on hiatus since March. We haven't had any physical training since then. We've just been on the back burner right now, and we did that for about maybe 5 months. And I said, what are we gonna do? Like, we gotta do something. We gotta figure something out. Like, right? Everyone talks about the new normal, and well, if this is it, this is life now. Like, well, I can sit here and cry and be like, well, this sucks. We shouldn't have had to close down and this, that, and the other. Or try to figure something out. And so I developed this and I wrote curriculum for this 6 weeks online course. Right, it sounds corny, and I get a lot of people go, online course, man, pro wrestling. I want to physically train, or some people will say, hey, if I take the online course, does that make me a pro wrestler? And I say, no. What we're doing with the online course is this is the time, right? When there's a ring at Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, it's so important that everyone gets ring time. Like, everybody needs ring time. And then so what happens is sometimes a lot of the conversation in pro wrestling training gets put on the back burner because we're like, man, our footwork is off, and we could talk about psychology, but they need to get their footwork down. And so sometimes some people will get the psychology talk. So a lot of the students that will stay after class, right, Bad Blood? Like, if you stay after class, you get to pick the coach's mind.
Really learn.
Yeah, you really learn. Or maybe if you get an opportunity to sit in the car with somebody, with a veteran wrestler or the coach, and then they start telling you all the knowledge that sometimes is not taught in the wrestling ring. And so that's what we started talking about on this online class. We started talking about storytelling, match psychology, breaking down the match, calling a match on the fly, along with obviously character development, personality, promos. We do promo battles. The students love doing the promo battles back and forth, along with all the pro wrestling tips. And we break it down all the way through branding and everything like that, all the way through 18 classes. We go through 6 weeks. We go Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we just started our class just this past Monday on January 25th. And this is going to be our third intake of the online class. And I gotta be honest, it hasn't been without its pushback or resistance.
Sure.
I've had guys, I've had other wrestling schools. And they don't call me out by name. I don't know. You know how it is, Bad Blood. They go, wrestling is physical and it has to be in the ring. You can't do this online. And I go, oh, I can only help but feel this jab right in my rib right now. What did I do to you guys, right? So you get that, or I'll get students and say, this is a scam. You can only train inside the ring. And I'll say, I get it. It's not for everybody. But everybody, I've had 50 plus students on these 3 classes, and everyone that has taken this class has loved it. It goes 2 hours a night on Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And I always tell them about John Wooden. John Wooden's always, when I'm reading his coaching, is always talking about starting on time and ending on time. And I always tell them that, starting on time and ending on time. Hey guys, is it all right if we go about 30 minutes after class? If you have to leave, you got to leave. But I always do that. They will stay 4 hours after class. We've gone until midnight. And we have some people that are from the East Coast. We've had last semester, we had someone from Abu Dhabi taking it, Costa Rica. So this class, I think we have Canada. And it's just been really great. And it's also given me the opportunity to get to know the students. And so I told my wife, I said, hey, I don't understand why we haven't had this course in our program ever before. So we've been doing this online class because of the pandemic, because of the lockdowns and COVID out here in Los Angeles. But now I've told her, I said, we had a 4-course curriculum, beginners, intermediate, advanced, and semi-pro. And I said, well, now we're going to have to change it to a 5-course program because we're going to put in this online class. And I think it makes it so much easier to sit here at our desk at home and talk about these things. So a lot of times we got to get in the ring and we got to do it, and so here we have the opportunity to really break down match psychology. And I've even had students that have taken the physical training and, quit for one reason or another, but signed up for this online class. And they said, Coach, if I would have known some of this information going in, I wouldn't have wanted to quit. Like, I thought you guys were beating my ass. I didn't know you were trying to make me to work from underneath. And we're telling them, and what I say is, well, yeah, when you're getting your ass whooped, like when we're feeding you information, it's just like, I'm just trying to survive right now, man. I know you're telling me some good shit, but I can't absorb it right now. So when we're sitting in Zoom class, it makes it a lot easier for them to absorb it. And then when we have the opportunity, we won't know until we actually get an opportunity to go back to training to see how the online class has helped or not helped in the training. And so I'm really excited to do that. But I know 100% that they would come in very knowledgeable about the game. They might not know how to roll or take a bump or footwork or pacing or timing or run the ropes, but they'll have a lot of information about how this business works. And I think it really helps them along the way. I've been saying, like, it's really getting your mind right before you get physically into the ring. And I think that'll help you out. So that's what we've been doing over here at Santino Brothers, along with, apparel. Always been trying to work on our apparel, get different apparel.
You know what? I don't even want to talk to you about apparel, bro. I've been waiting for Santino hoodies for like, and Jason came and was like, oh man, I had a sweatsuit for you, and I left it. I was like, you tell Joey I'm gonna on the plane. I'm coming to California and I'm getting my goddamn sweat.
Yes. I'm like fighting my guy with sizes. We get him in Europe, and so we get a great price out there. And the European size are a little bit smaller. And I tell him, hey, we need like some 4X. So the guy will make 4X, and he starts making the arms longer. And I go, no, bro, like 4X out here, the Americans, like, we're fat, bro. Like, we're just like, we're plump. We're not like giants,
4X, the guy must be 17 feet tall. Like,
yeah, exactly. So we've been working on that. We've been working on hoodies and joggers this go around. We did our track suits. We are just trying to get I'm moving into patterns and sizes and stuff like that, right? Just like anything. I just want to wrestle, but you start doing all this other stuff.
Who would have thought, bro? Who would have thought 20 some odd years ago when we were sitting in a car in fucking Mexico that it will lead to this? Like, we're fucking doing podcasts. You're doing a Zoom class. Like who would have thought this,
You're
right?
starting up a clothing line.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I love it. I mean, I've been able to, I don't know, I guess they had 26 years. I guess time flies when you're having a great time. Exactly. It just doesn't feel like that at all.
No,
like it does not at all. Like, it's just time, man. Just so many brothers, you get to know them, and then they leave us. And Supreme passed away last year on May 6th. And
really
that just,
like, it sucked to me because, like, I literally talked to him like a week before.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, bro, I got you set. Like, literally, we were like, hey, I'll call you on Monday, man, and we'll set up a flight so we can get you up here to wrestle at BCW.
Yeah, I was going to say, we had him set to come in that summer.
Yep. I was so like, I was literally on the phone and like, bro, I'm so fucking excited to get you here.
Yeah.
Then like, I got a text and was like, dude, Supreme died this morning. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I just talked to him the other day. And that's why I text you and I'm like, is it true? Like, dude, what's up?
Yeah. Yeah, just really broke my heart. Like that's the only reason I'm in professional wrestling. I always tell my students this. Like I said, like I'm a little different than most of you. Like I didn't grow up wanting to be a professional wrestler. Like I loved it like any other kid, but it's not something that I said, this is what I want to do. It's just I fell into it. Like Supreme loved pro wrestling, loved the Road Warriors. He met some dudes. He met Craze and Sean Shawazi, and they were like, oh, this little Bam Bam Bigelow guy with tattoos on his head. Hey, you want to come to training? And he was like, oh, hell yeah, I'll go. Right. Because everybody wanted Supreme. Like he's just this look, right? He had this good look.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll go. But hey, can my nephew come too? And I'm 14 years old. Like, who wants this kid coming around? Yeah, who wants this kid coming around? But they were like, well, if that's what it's gonna take for us to get Supreme,
yeah, the curly hair. I remember the Kid Chaos days.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you guys a fucking funny story, man. Joey knows the story, but I'm gonna tell it. Look, I was promoting this company up in fucking Central California, right? So Lester comes and he brings with him. I think he brought Pogo with him, and he brought Joey, and he brought another guy. And I was like, okay. He goes, can you use my nephew and this guy? I'm like, yeah, I could book them. Fuck it, I'll put them in a match. I said, well, they're gonna work. They're gonna work each other, right? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So we're in a locker room, and I'm like, okay, give me your names. And Joey goes, well, I'm Chaos. And then the other guy goes, I'm Chaos too. And I'm like, yes. Are you guys trying to fucking rip me? Like, are you serious? He goes, no. I said, look, man, we can't have two Chaoses on the show. And I was like, how about you guys wrestle and the person who wins can just fucking be Chaos, right? So this is how I solve all my problems in life. Okay. Everyone I know, dude, my ex-wife used to be like, you can't fucking solve a problem by doing this. I flipped a coin. I said, whoever wins is Chaos, right? So they go out there, Joey wins the match, of course, and Joey becomes Chaos, and the other dude was white trash Johnny Webb.
Like when I was Kid Chaos, there was like two other Kid Chaoses, and
Right?
you remember Primetime Peterson? Do you remember Primetime Peterson? Yeah, okay. So Primetime Peterson, he goes, hey, "What's your name?" Kid Chaos, and he stops, and then he just writes it, and he writes Kid, and then he writes Chaos with a K.
With a K.
yeah, because the other Kid Chaos was Kid Chaos CH, and he's like, I gotta make it different. And that was me. Like, once he probably told me there was another Kid Chaos, I should have said, oh shit, I should probably come up with a different name.
Right.
And I didn't. I just didn't know shit. Like, that's like all disrespectful and shit. And then so the guy that was Chaos, he changed his name to Chaos One. And he never said, hey, motherfucker, this, that, and the other. He just changed his name and was like, and I always felt bad about that. Like, I'm just this kid that came in and was like, this is my name now. Like,
right?
Fuck you, kid. Like, someone came in now, I'm like, fuck you, kid. Get out of here.
But man, like that's how it happened. It just went down one day, and I was like, wow, that's crazy, And we were talking about the Young Bucks and how they came up with their name.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck, these are some young bucks.
Yeah. Mongo and I, we booked them right for the first time for the first time as a tag team.
Mm-hmm. Because they were like a Slick Nick and Mr. Instant Replay back in the day.
Yeah, that was them. But when I saw them, they were working for Ron Rivera, right? Ron Rivera Rev Pro.
Yes.
And one was the beaver and one was the squirrel, is how I remember it. And man, I saw the beaver and the squirrel, and they were tearing the house down. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. And so after the match, I got their info and I said, hey, man, we got a show coming up and we want to book you, this, that, and the other. And they're like, cool. I had no clue what the name was. It was as far as I knew, it was this guy. I had Matt. I didn't even know Nick, right? Because I got one phone number. It was Matt. I got Matt's name and number. He was the older one, and so I just knew him as the beaver and the squirrel. And I was like, so I'm writing it down. I was like, I'm not gonna write down beaver and the squirrel. So when I was going to CZW, Adam Flash from CZW was calling all the green guys. He's calling them greenhorns. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. But I was like, man, fuck East Coast. I'm not going to steal their shit. I'm going to come up with my own shit. And I was listening to 50 Cent and Young Buck at the time. Yeah, I was listening to a lot. Yeah, Young Bucks don't even know this. I was listening to a lot of Young Buck. What was the crew called? What was 50 Cent's crew called? Do you guys remember?
Fuck.
Something Gorilla or Mafia or something. What the hell was it called? Anyways. So they got this crew with Young Buck, and I'm listening to Young Buck all day, man. I'm like, fuck, the Young Buck is down.
G Unit.
And what was it? Yeah, G Unit. Yeah, yeah. And so I'm like, yeah, Young Buck is badass. So as I'm riding the car down, this beaver and the squirrel, I'm like, I gotta stop riding the beaver and the fucking squirrel. So I started writing, okay, well, we don't have a name for them, but so I was trying to come up with something cool like Adam Flash, or we're gonna call the new guys around Young Bucks. So it was never supposed to be their name. It was just some young buck. Everybody's a young buck, right? And so I wrote it down. And then when the guy says, "Hey man, I need the card. I'm going to make the flyer." So I gave it to him, and I had in my head I was like, okay, I'm going to come up with a name for them. You know, I'm going to figure it out. I never did. And it said Young Bucks, Santino Brothers versus the Young Bucks. And so I sent it in, and the flyer came back, and it said Young Bucks on there. And now, okay, all right, well, fuck it, Young Bucks it is. Yep. So then Matt, right, he comes and he goes, "Hey man, thought we were wrestling today." Like really sad too. He came up
they were
really
like,
yeah, like what the fuck? It was like Grand Olympic Auditorium. There was like 3,500 people there, right? This was their biggest show, right? This was it. And I go, "What are you talking about? You're wrestling us? Yeah, you're on the card. Well, our name's not here. You're right there, the Young Bucks." And I heard their Jericho, I heard their Jericho podcast, and I had no clue. Matt goes, he had a smile on his face, said, "Fuck yeah, all right, we're the Young Bucks." Right on the Jericho podcast, I just found this out. He goes, "Oh, I hated that fucking name." He goes, "I hated that fucking name." But he said, he put a big smile on his face. All right, Joey, Young Bucks, cool. And I thought they loved it because the next show they came with, right? Because the first show, one was wearing blue, one was wearing red, and one had black boots, one had white boots. The next show, they both had matching white boots, they both had matching yellow trunks, and it said Young Bucks on their ass. And I was like, fuck yeah, they're running with it. I didn't know they hated it. And then they said that, I guess, right, they were at the big show, at the big Grand Olympic show. And then so everybody was like, "We want to book the Young Bucks." And they're like, "Well, we're Slick Nick and Matt." Like, "No, but on the big show, you're the Young Bucks. That's who we want. We want the Young Bucks." And look at them now. Look at them now. These guys.
It's funny too, because like I remember wrestling with them at Epic War out there in Newhall, right?
Yeah.
And it was me, Watts, and Willie against the Bucks. And I don't know who that third guy was. I think it was Marcus Riot. And we're all in the back getting ready, talking, going over our shit, right? And Nick goes, "Dude, I really fucking hate this." And we're like, "What do you hate?" He goes, "I hate this name. This name's so stupid." And I'm like, "But you guys come out to Bop. That's even stupider."
Right? Yeah. The guy coming after Bop is like, "Oh, I hate this fucking name."
Every time I hear that song, I think of them. I'm like, fucking Hanson. Oh my god.
You know what I just thought? Like they do this pose like that. Is that the like the antlers? Is that is it really? I just figured that out, bro. I just figured it out. That's the antler. Fuck you, they hate the name, bro. They're running with it every which way they could.
They took that name and they made that shit a household name. They were fucking, they don't hate that name. They love that shit now. I bet if you go to their house right now, you're gonna fucking find monogrammed towels with Young Bucks on it.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Matt's wife is like the fucking the director of marketing for AEW right now when it comes to like apparel. So she's always coming up with all this cool shit. And if you look at their page, you look at Matt's page, it's always some fucking Young Buck shit, like Young Bucks slippers, Young Bucks socks, like Young Bucks beach towels and shit. Like, come on, you guys love that shit.
Yeah, and if it's not the buck, the animal, they got the bucks, the buck gun, right? The fucking buck gun coming out. Yeah, every which way they're running with it, but you're hearing the stories. I hate this fucking name, bro. All right, that should teach all the youngsters out there. Hey, run with it, bro. I'm pretty sure when Undertaker got his gimmick, he was like, "Get the fuck out of here, bro. I can't be Sid Vicious. I gotta be this fucking Undertaker dude." Like, come on. It's like right up there with Doink the Clown, Mantar, and Man Mountain Rock. Like, you know what I mean? But Undertaker made it work, right?
I asked Matt about that fucking Doink the Clown gimmick, and he told me that he had pissed off Vince, and Vince was like, "Stop acting like a fucking clown." And Vince made him dress like a clown, and that fucking got over.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I made that shit get over.
Make it work even if you hate it, right? Because I never knew they hated it. They never mentioned it once. They're like, I love that fucking name. I love the
Because back in the day, it's like, look, I was in a locker room and I used to wrestle at speed. Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I fucking said it. Speed. Right. My fucking interest music was when I get high on speed. You fucking remember that shit, Joey. So,
yeah, I do.
So I fucking went to go wrestle in Mexico and I was wrestling for AAA. And I guess the guy who was the ring announcer at AAA couldn't say speed in Spanish for some reason. So they were like, we need to come up with a new name for you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So Rey Mysterio Sr., Miguel goes, I don't know what we should call him. Right. And him and Conan are huddled over in the corner and they're looking at me and they fucking start whispering. They look at me and they whisper. And I'm like, what the fuck? The Bronx Bomber and Fabiano are like, they're changing your name, bro. Just shut up. I'm like, oh, okay. So right before the match started, Oscar comes over to me and goes, brother, they came up with a cool name for you. And I'm like, what is it? He goes, I can't tell you right now, but when you hear it, it's going to be fucking fire, man. It's going to be cool, right?
Oh, no.
And I'm like,
that's
some fucking bullshit. But I'm still young in the business. I can't say shit, like there comes a point in the business where you need to like shut up and just listen. And there was that point where I just need to shut up and listen. So I'm like, watch it be some fucking weird shit. So at that point, I didn't speak any Spanish. So they're announcing everybody, and then the Fabiano goes out and the Bomber goes out, and then they say Mala Sangre, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And you broke out. I'm like, that sounds like some horrible shit. Like, I don't know what that shit means, but it's probably some fucked up shit, right? And
that's the name they came up with for you?
The name translates to bad blood.
Bad blood. Now you right running now. With it.
I was like, I'm gonna run with that shit. Trademark. That's my shit.
Hell so yeah,
right, man. You get a cool name, and boom, there it is. You get a name, you run with it, and it sticks.
Absolutely.
Chaos stuck with him. Joey's been Chaos for 20 some odd years, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was in training, right? We would it wouldn't be any shows, but I was the Rawhide Kid for a little while. At training only though, but I didn't wrestle any shows.
Was that at Slammers?
No, this was just at a ring in North Hollywood that we had access to. We'd pay our $5, and we wouldn't even pay our $5.
You said you pay your $5?
Yeah, $5, bro.
Okay, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. These days in professional wrestling, it costs a shitload of money to learn how to be a wrestler. But I used to train in Gil's Garage in East LA. Man. $5 every Saturday morning. Did
you have a trainer? Did he train you, or you just got to use the ring?
No. We literally was there with fucking the Bronx Bomber and Fabiano, and Mondo Guerrero was training, and then Bill Anderson would come and train, and then Tim Patterson would come train. So I got to train with all those fucking guys, and then Bobby Bradley would come, and I started going to training at 7 a.m. on Saturdays. Regular training started at 10. I would go at 7 because the Glow Girls were training at 7.
That's right.
At Gil's Garage, huh?
At Gil's Garage.
Oh man, I love. I went to Gil's Garage with Supreme, but we never had the opportunity to train with anyone. Like, someone gave us the intel, said this is where it is, and go talk to the guy. And
it's funny, we found there. He's literally under a fucking car.
Yeah, always.
Full of always takes your $5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He used to open it up for us on Saturday morning, and we'd have run of the whole gym. We'd have, and then one time the ring broke. He's out there fixing the car. We go, oh shit, we're gonna get in trouble, dude. The rope broke. And he goes, oh, don't worry. He's all greasy. He goes in there and just starts fixing it, like in the middle, like don't worry, like telling his customers, I'm gonna fix the ring real quick, So,
oh man, see, I'm telling you, man, this is professional wrestling. Okay, this is professional wrestling. Look, so many things happen in this career. So many fun, like some shitty things happen. Like we had some fucking shitty times in wrestling, but out of all the shitty times, I can truly say I've had a lot of fucking fun with guys like Joey, with guys like fucking Michael Kirk, with guys like Spencer, fucking Just Exciting, you know, with Lester, with fucking Tim Talltree and Bobby Bradley and Ron Rivera, like Alex fucking Knight in Maywood Park and shit like that. Man, like, and everyone came up together. I mean, it's like you and Lester, then Pogo, you know, the James Boone, the Shadow Man, Mondo Guerrero, fucking Rey Mysterio Jr. wrestling as Colibre, the fucking giant killer.
Yeah.
Man, you bring up the Shadow. Well, that's taking it back, huh?
I feel old when I talk to you guys, man. Like, I was talking to Chris Ross, and I was like, bro, can you remember how skinny Altar Boy Luke was? Like,
yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
Remember, hey, do you remember a guy named Charles Gibbs?
Yes,
Tulare?
San Diego, bro.
Oh, is it San Diego? Okay, Charles Gibbs was in San Diego.
He went to Tulare. He fucking went to Tulare, and that's where we started that company.
And he had a cowboy hat, right?
Yeah.
He had the cowboy hat.
He had a duster like he's a fucking cowboy.
Who was his partner? Remember they said that, oh man, my partner turned his back on me and they stole the cash box.
It was Larry Ludden, remember? Because down in San Diego, Larry Ludden and fuck. I can't think of the guy's name. But I remember that because of Charles Cozart, the Golden Tiger. And then him and the other guy were the Black Panthers, remember?
Yeah. I remember that. Those are some good times, man. Those are some good times.
Tommy put it best. Blue Chew hard night.
Oh man, I'm telling you, like I love professional wrestling just because of shit like this. I'm so glad Tony convinced me to start this fucking podcast.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh,
yeah,
we will definitely do it again in the future. I mean, you have been amazing.
Yeah, you know, hey, whenever you guys want me on the next 6 weeks, I'm doing my online class, but I got everything set up at 8:00. So just hit me. I know we've been going back and forth trying to get on Bad Blood, but I'm glad we actually got an opportunity to connect today.
Yes, man. You guys can look Joey up right here on Twitter at twitter.com/Santino Bros. You can also look him up on Instagram right now too. Same scenario, people. You go look him up. I mean, this guy's producing fucking stars. I mean, Gino Rivera was on the show earlier tonight and he fucking put you over. Sarah the Rebel, like Sarah, fucking absolutely amazing. You know, you got Everfly, who's fucking just out there right now. I mean, you know, and Robbie, your boy Robbie, man, he's a hell of a teacher too.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, they all put in the hard work, and then just recently this year, right, they had the SoCal Uncensored year-end awards, and our guy Ray Romero Jr. hit the Rookie of the Year. So I think we got about 8 out of the last 9 years.
Bro. That's 9.
Is it 9? Okay, so 9 out of the last 10 years or something like that. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that these guys get that, put in the hard work, and you know, just here at Santino Brothers, you know, I'm itching to get back into the ring, get back to training. You know, I'm hoping with the new administration taking over, with these vaccines coming in, that it's only nothing but good news this year with just stuff opening up, even if it's at a smaller capacity, you know.
We need it.
Yeah,
just right now, bro. I know California is on a lockdown again, but I hear I have a friend that lives in LA, and she was telling me that several businesses are now opening.
Yes, this Friday. Yeah, I think they open like nail salons and barbershops right away like on Monday, and then by Friday we will be able to sit down and eat. I'll bet outside, but we'll be able to sit down and eat because it's been just to go. You can go in, get it to go, and call it a day. So, but it's just, yeah, I mean, the rest of the country seems open when you're in Los Angeles, specifically Los Angeles, because California, there's some open places, but Los Angeles, it's like, man, we've just been on lockdown since March, like really locked out. So we're itching to get back, get open, get back to work, you know, get back to training. But I think, you know, we just kind of rolling with the punches and just taking the much needed break that we needed, because we were going 12 years straight. So now we went 12 years. We got a year off. And so we're going to hopefully get back to it this year.
It's recharging your batteries, man. Getting yourself over and working yourself to the bone constantly. You and Sylvia have been killing yourselves building fucking Santino Bros. And I gotta say, man, I'm proud of you. Like all the years I've watched you grow, man, and it's an honor and privilege to be fucking friends with you. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever dreamed of becoming a professional wrestler, I can send you to a whole shitload of places. But the one place you can go to become fucking rookie of the year is Santino Bros.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody works hard, and so I just I look forward to getting back into it. I'm hungry again, right? You know it, Bad Blood, right? You start getting a little bit of burnout. So I think this was just the universe saying you need a break because you're not done yet. You got more work to do, So
honestly, man, like I was feeling, wrestling like 3 nights a week for years, man. My body was like, dude, like I wrestled for 6 months on a broken heel. I didn't know it was broken. I thought it was just a sprained ankle, Yeah. And I went to the doctor. They were like, yeah, your heel's been broken for a while, man. Like, I'm surprised you're walking, And when you start getting out of bed, you're like, oh, my fucking back, my legs, you start feeling it. After 28 years, my body has been like, take a fucking break. So guess what? The coronavirus came and I had to take a fucking break. And I was doing like those empty arena shows in North Dakota and in Tennessee and in Texas and places like that. And I took my first bump and was like, fuck, God, that hurt. Like, oh my God, that hurt so bad.
Hey, you say hurt so bad, but you know the truth. It hurts so good.
Oh, yeah. After the first bump, I just laid there and I'm like, okay, now I can take more. And I literally say this every match. Tony can attest to this. My tag team partner, Just Exciting, is in here, and he just said, well, I'm trying to do it. You're trying to do it. Visit the Santinos when I was at the dojo in LA. He went to the New Japan dojo in LA and he came to visit your spot.
Nice.
I can truly say that I always say, I'm not doing any fucking crazy shit tonight. I'm not diving. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing none of that fucking shit. I'm taking 3 bumps. And as soon as the bell ring,
1 hour later,
I am doing crazy shit.
Yeah, right. Yep, I'm not doing any crazy shit. Just gonna wrestle.
I am doing crazy shit. I come back through the curtain. Tony's like, I thought you weren't doing shit. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Then I just shake my head as he walks off, undoes the tape, and it's like,
I'm like, somebody get my fucking somebody get my biofreeze. I'm good.
Yeah.
But hey, man, thank you for joining us here on the podcast, man. Is there anything you want to promote or let our fans know before we take off?
Yeah, I always just promote, right? Everybody's already signed up for our online class, but we have our online classes. I'll let you know when we have our next one. But I just always want to put over the Santino Brothers alumni. The Santino Brothers alumni, right? It's not just me. When everyone talks about Santino Brothers, they always bring my name up, but it's the students. It's the students that I want to put over. Students like Brody King, Heather Monroe, Eli Everfly, Douglas James, Jake Atlas, Slice Boogie, Dom Kubrick, Sarah the Rebel, Viva Van, and putting all them over because they're the lifeblood of Santino Brothers Wrestling. And they are incredible. When we went on, Thunder Kitty, can't forget a Santino OG like Thunder Kitty. Yeah, she was with us in the backyard. And these students and these alumni are the lifeblood of Santino Brothers, and I couldn't make it half as big without them. And they love the academy. When I told them we're going on a hiatus, this group got together and they started donating money every month for about 8 months until I said, hey, like let's save your money, guys. I said, because they gave it 1 month and they kept giving it next month. And I said, what are you guys doing? We're giving back to the school, and so I even told them, I said, hey, if I don't have something started in the next 6 months, I'm just gonna give all your money back. And they're like, no, man, this is for the school. And so they're just so incredible. They love the brand. Mariah Moreno, incredible. Santino Brother OG from the backyard. Famous B, Rico, Che Cabrera, the first rookie of the year. And then The alumni is just so incredible, and they keep me going, man. They keep me young, and they keep me wanting to be in this business, because you know how it is, Bad Blood. You start getting a little bit of bitter sometimes, but
That's
it's
right.
nice to see that bright light in these young potential grapplers. So I just wanted to take this time to give a shout out to them. We have our podcast on every Tuesday, where Mongo and I sit there and we're highlighting the alumni. And then we also do trainers talk. So we'd love to have you on, Bad Blood. We talk coaches and trainers talk. So we'd love to have you on.
Anytime, man. I love giving back, man. That's the reason why we started this podcast, because our fans, our fans are chomping at the bit, man. And I always tell people, BCW fans aren't wrestling fans. They're BCW fans.
Yeah, nice.
And we went head to head with Ring of Honor, and everyone was like, "You're gonna fucking lose. It's crazy. You're gonna lose." We drew 350 people. Ring of Honor drew 110. They were like five. They were like 5 miles from where we were. NXT Takeover Portland was like the same Sunday night we were running our show, and we had a jam-packed house to the point to where road agents from NXT were coming to BCW to watch our matches.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, we're doing something and giving back to people, man. Like, this podcast was basically invented to give back to everybody. So when we decided to make this podcast, I said, you know what? Joey Kaos has been a part of my career from pretty much day one. Chris Kloss, Homicide, Hernandez, all of these guys that I've built a family, and I'm not gonna say friendship with, I'm gonna say family, because you guys are all family. All these guys that I built a family with, I'm gonna give back to them. And the younger people that they bring in, I'm gonna give to them. So with Jason Green, with Sarah the Rebel, anyone that has ever walked through the Santino Brothers doors, Gino Rivera, they got a spot here on the Roundtable podcast. They can pull up a chair, they can talk, 100%. They can hack their shit, they can get their stuff and get everything out there. And that's my legacy. My legacy is giving back. Just like you spent the last X amount of years giving back to the wrestling community what gave to you. So kudos, man.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it, Bud. I appreciate it, Tony. Thank you for having me on today. And man, it was great just catching up with you, man. I think, man, we've been running together since the mid-90s, bro. That's like ancient history right now, right? When you talk to these kids today, they're like, I was born 97. Like, wait, I'm born 97.
I was wrestling out through Mexico when you were born, kid. Shut up.
Yeah, I was getting screwed over already, bro.
I was confirmed up. I was getting guns aimed at me by then, boy.
Yeah, so thank you guys. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, man, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us here live on the Roundtable podcast. For those who didn't watch and who are listening, you can also catch us on Anchor, Radio Public, Spotify, Google Play, Breaker, and all those other cool-ass podcast stations. Thank you for joining us here on the Roundtable podcast. For my boy, Tony DeBurns, for Joey Kaos, it has been the franchise. Later.